Yo, what's going on guys? In today's video, I'm gonna go over exactly how to grow a personal brand to 20K a month without working more than 2 hours per day. I'm gonna go through our automated ecosystem that myself and my clients have used to generate over multiple six figures from their personal brands. This is the exact same system that we use, and if you follow the system to a T, I promise you will have money, clients, and opportunities falling right into your lap within the next 90 days, right? And this will all happen while you're out golfing, while you're out surfing, getting a massage, or even when you're sleeping, right? So if you're a coach, consultant, or business owner, get ready to learn our 4-phase automated ecosystem to gain millions of views, grow a massive audience, and turn that audience into consistent sales. So I'm gonna start with the phases. The first phase is foundations, phase 2 is content funnel, phase 3 is automated funnel, and phase 4 is a consistent sales ecosystem. So to start with phase 1, foundations, there are 4 parts to it, right? So there's content pillars, optimize your profile, gather assets, and interview with you. So to start with part 1, content pillars, your content pillars are essentially the type of content that you create that falls under each category, right? So for example, my content pillars are automation, AI, content creation, social media growth, and make money from personal brand. If I have a piece of content that doesn't fall under one of these categories, I just won't create that piece of content. The reason why you want to stick to your content pillars is because each pillar has its own purpose, right? There's going to be pillars that will get you views. There's gonna be pillars that will get you followers. There's gonna be pillars that turn those followers into fans. And there's gonna be pillars that turn your fans into paying customers, right? So that's like the 4 content pillars, and each piece of content should really fall under one of these 4 pillars. So part 2 is optimize your profile. As you can see right here, this is my profile, right? So the first thing that's important to having a good optimized profile is a simple photo that shows your face. So as you can see right here, I have a clear headshot right here of my face, and that's my profile picture. It's simple, it's clean, and it really shows the person that's watching your content, your follower, whatever it is, who you are, and it just gives them that insight, like this is the person that I'm following, right? So number 2 is what you do and how you can help someone. So as you can see right here, for me, I put building $100,000 personal brands because that's what I do and that's how I help people. Right. Number 3 is social proof. So what I put for mine is 100 million plus organic views generated, right? And as you can see in the last 30 days alone, I've reached over 24 million accounts, right? And I've been doing this for years. So I'm not lying about my social proof. Like, this is legit. Always try to be honest. If you don't have any sort of social proof, don't worry. Just leave it empty for now until you do. And finally, number 4 is to tell them what to do if they want your help. So for me, what I put is check out my free 0 to 10K course, right? This is the action that I want my viewers, followers to take. This is a free course I'm giving away to anybody who follows me, because through this free course, it's gonna have a ton of value, which will nurture my audience. And over time, these people that watch the course and actually enjoy and find value from it will come back to me, and they'll be more willing to pay me because they already got a ton of free value from my free course. So that's how you optimize your profile. Part 3 is to gather assets and social proof. So guys, this is very important. I would recommend that if you're just starting your business or you already have your own business, literally create a Google Drive folder and just put all the social proof and results that you've gotten for yourself, for clients, students, whatever it is, put it all into this Google Drive. The reason why I say do this is because when you have it all in one folder, over time it's gonna really build up, and you're gonna have so much social proof that you can show to clients, students, or like anybody who wants to work with you that your product or service works, right? So that's part 3. I would highly recommend doing that. And part 4 is an interview with you. And this is what we typically do with every client or student that has some sort of success. We'll do an interview with them and ask them these set of questions. And this is really important because when you do an interview, you're really showing your product or service and like the result that you can get with it, right? Like if you got a good result for a client and you literally go through these questions and ask them these questions, it's going to really showcase your sort of expertise, and this will get you leads, which will then turn into money, right? So it's very important that you always do some sort of interview for any clients that you've gotten a result for. All right, so moving on to phase 2, the content funnel. This is the 3 types of piece of content you should be creating to attract new followers, to turn followers into true fans, and turn true fans into paying customers, right? So it's engagement posts, authority posts, and sales posts. Let me explain what an engagement post is, an authority post, and what a sales post is. So engagement posts are pretty much you talking about tools, hacks, or tips, very general, broad content that literally anybody can create. You don't have to be an expert to create this type of content. So for example, if we're talking about tools, it could be like 5 tools every marketer needs to know, 3 fitness apps to count calories, or best tool to grow on Instagram, right? So that would be an engagement post. Another one could be hacks. So 3 hacks to lose more weight, number 1 psychology hack to get more sales, or Instagram hack you need to know. And then finally, one tip to get more views, one thing you need to do right now to lose weight, and how to get more leads for your business. So this is very broad content that literally anybody can create in your niche, and these type of posts will get you views and followers in the door. Now, moving on to authority posts, this is pretty much where you show your opinion and show people that you are an expert in your niche and you know what you're talking about. Different types of authority posts can be stating a problem and giving a solution. For example, how to lose weight without giving up on your favorite foods, how to get more followers on your Instagram, or how to study without getting distracted, right? Another one can be step-by steps, how to create addicting videos, how to properly deadlift, 5 steps to create an irresistible landing page. And another one can be frameworks, right? So how to gain 1,000 followers in 30 days, how to create 100 pieces of content, or a 7-day meal plan to gain muscle. As you can see, these types of content show your authority and it shows your expertise. And this will really turn those viewers that just follow you or those new followers into those true fans of your content. Finally, the last type of content you should be creating is sales posts, right? So this is where you show your results that you've gotten from using your product or service. So for example, how I made 10K in 30 days, how I lost 30 pounds in 45 days, or how I sold $10 million worth of homes in 6 months. Another one could be client results, how Josh made 5K using our system, how Sarah got a 6-figure job with our program, and how Noah gained 15 pounds of muscle in 60 days. And also you could do a transformation or story type of post, how I went from homeless to living in a penthouse, I went from weighing 300 pounds to 200, how I went from drug addicting to owning a 7-figure business, right? So these are 3 types of content you should be creating in order to get new followers, turn those followers into true fans, and turn those true fans into paying customers, right? So creating content can take anywhere from 10 to 20 hours per week, and people really underestimate how long it takes to create high quality content, right? And this is why 80% of creators quit growing their personal brands, is because they'll start for a month, they'll try something, and they're expecting like quick results with content. And that's just not how content is. You need to create high quality posts or else you're not going to be able to compete with everyone else, right? So to ensure you're the 20% who doesn't quit, you need to use AI and automations to your advantage. This will save you 5 to 15 hours a week creating content. And there are 3 main parts of creating content, and you can automate almost every part. So the first part right here is ideation. We use this tool Sort TikTok to sort any user's TikTok videos from most to least views. And this is really good because you can use this on one of your competitors' page and find their most viral videos, which then you can take and use that concept in your own video and retwist it. And because you know it's a video that already went viral, there's a much higher chance that it's going to go viral again because you're just taking the idea from what already worked and just repurposing it, right? The second tool is Tweet Hunter. This tool can sort any Twitter user's tweets from most to least views. And this is a really solid way to find good content ideas because a lot of creators on Twitter get good views. And if you could just take something that was in text form and turn it into a video, you have a much higher chance of going viral because they already went viral over text. Imagine now saying it and like putting it into a video, how much better that's gonna do. Like this method has actually led to some of my most viral ideas and has gotten me some of the best leads because Twitter is literally a gold mine. It has a bunch of business owners where you can find a ton of value and take their content and literally just repurpose it. The third tool right here is Viral Finder. This tool can sort any Instagram user videos for most to least views, very similar to Sort TikTok, except this is for Instagram. So if you have a competitor's page, you can literally just sort their videos for most to least views. Do the same thing where you take their most viral video, repurpose it into your own video, and you'll go viral. Finally, the last tool is ChatGPT. You can get hundreds of ideas with ChatGPT if you use the right prompt, right? It all comes down to the prompts that you use. If you're using a shitty prompt, you're not gonna get a good result. You're not gonna get good content ideas. But if you use a good prompt, you will get really good ideas that are original, and you can just turn that into a piece of content and it has a much higher chance of going viral because AI knows best. It has so much knowledge to work with. It knows what people want to see. Now, moving on to tools that we use for scripting, we actually use Make to automate a lot of different processes. Make is a great tool because you can connect a bunch of different softwares and get one end result just using this tool and just connecting these different softwares together. So for example, with this automation right here that we created, this can turn any YouTube video into a short form script. So let's just say I found a viral video from Mr. Beast that I want to turn into a short form script. I could literally put that video into this Google Drive folder, and with this automation, it'll actually write a brand new video short form script for me just using that long form video. It's actually a cheat code. Honestly, like if you can master Make, you're gonna make millions, honestly. The next automation that we use is turning any blogger article into a short form script. This one's pretty self-explanatory. If you have an article that you think is really good and can be turned into a short form script, you can just put it into this automation and it'll actually create a brand new short form script for you from the article. The next one is turning any audio file into a short form script. This one's actually super clutch because sometimes I'm on a run or like I'm at the gym and I just come up with a brand new idea for a short form script that I think will go viral, right? And honestly, when you get these ideas, they come out of nowhere. Those are like the best ideas that usually go viral, right? So what I could do is literally just record myself in voice memos talking about the idea. And then after, when I'm back home, I could just put it into this automation, and this automation will take that transcript and understand what I'm saying in the transcript and turn it into a brand new short form script. This one's actually a cheat code, honestly. Like, this is a really solid automation. Finally, we use ChatGPT to create scripts using custom prompts, right? So ChatGPT, again, like it's only good when you give good prompts. And we've been doing this for over a year now once ChatGPT was released. So we have some of the best prompts for content that honestly just work really well. You don't have to do too much. You just kind of input your own information and you'll get a good result. And then obviously it's not gonna do all the work for you. Like, it'll do 90% of the work for you. You're gonna have to go in and just adjust it a little bit, make it a little bit better, adjust it to your liking, you know. Now, moving on to different tools that we use for post filming. Submagic right here is a great tool that adds those very engaging viral captions that you see in a lot of videos nowadays, right? Submagic can do it automatically for you, and it has a bunch more features. Like, for example, you could do B-roll. I think you can add music, even images now in Submagic. It's pretty solid. I'd highly recommend, if you're a creator, definitely check it out. So the next tool is Adobe Podcast. We use this to actually enhance the audio quality. I'm probably using this on this video right now because I'm not on my typical setup, so I'm using a very shitty mic compared to what I would typically have. Like, I'm using like a $200 mic. So I'm most likely going to use Adobe Podcast on this just to improve the quality. It'll remove some of the background noises. It'll make your voice sound a lot cleaner. It's a really solid tool, and it's actually free, so literally anybody can use it. The next tool we use is Veed.io, and this tool will remove any silences and bad takes that you have. So you just put your video into there, and any bad takes that you have. So for example, in this video, I had a couple bad takes. I'm gonna go with Veed and just literally cut out any of the bad takes and just finalize my video. And it's very, very, very simple and very clutch. Finally, the last tool is repurpose.io. I use this tool literally just to post my content from Instagram to YouTube to TikTok to Facebook, and I believe I also use Snapchat, funny enough. And yeah, this tool is really solid because all you have to do is post on one platform, and it'll literally take that video and repurpose it onto every other platform, and it'll be optimized for those platforms as well. So it's a really solid tool. I would highly recommend that. If you're lazy, definitely check it out. Alright guys, so moving on to phase 3, the automated funnel. Once you understand what content to create, you should create an automated funnel, right? And this is going to turn your viewers into customers on autopilot for you. This is the exact same funnel that my team and I are using right now to make 20K a month from our own personal brands. And trust me guys, this works. It is very, very, very simple. Let me break it down for you. So once you understand your content pillars, I would highly recommend creating a lead magnet. If you don't know what a lead magnet is, it's pretty much just a free resource that you give to your target audience that has a ton of value, and in exchange for the value, you get their contact info. So you get their email, maybe their number, their full name. You can actually use this information later down the line, whether you want to reach out to these leads yourself and try to start a conversation, try to sell them on your service, or you want to add them into an email list. Whatever it is, you'll have that information that you can later then use. So I'm just gonna give you guys an example. One of my content pillars is automation AI, and an example of a lead magnet that falls under this would be 100 plus ChatGPT prompts that we use to automate our content creation, right? So this would be an example of a freebie that we give out to our audience in exchange for their information. And the way that you can give out these lead magnets is through your content, whether it's through an engagement post, through an authority post, or it's through your Instagram stories. And we actually automate sending the lead magnet to our followers by using this tool called ManyChat. If you're not familiar with ManyChat, it's just a tool that you can use to automate conversations with leads and potentially sell them just through your automations. So here's an example of an automation that we set up in ManyChat to send out our free resource to our target audience. So for example, right here, when the user comments a keyword, they get this message sent to them, and they also get a link where it directly sends them access to your lead magnet. And once they open up that lead magnet, they'll meet this opt-in page right here where they have to put in their information. And this is very important. You need to collect their information, because once you collect their email, you can pretty much add them into an email list. And once a person's in your email list, you can hit them with a brand new lead sequence. And what this is pretty much is, it's going to sell your offer for you. It's going to pretty much tell the audience, or like the person who joins the email list, exactly who you are, what you do, what you sell, some sort of social proof like client results, etc., and then how to actually buy your product or service, whatever it is. So that's the whole point of the email and the email list. And As soon as the person press on the send it now button, they're gonna meet this VSL page right here, where it will also sell your offer for you, right? So I would highly recommend creating your own VSL page and having it set up with an engaging offer like this. For example, how I went from 0 to 100K followers in 6 months and made 30K a month using the AI content automation system. From the VSL page, they will meet the booking page / checkout page, and this is where you actually collect the payment. So for example, this is our checkout page right here. Now moving on to phase 4, the consistent sales ecosystem. The automated funnel will consistently get you booked calls and customers. However, if you just use the automated funnel, you're pretty much just leaving money on the table. Every single week, you should be selling your offer directly instead of pushing them to a lead magnet only, right? And there are 4 ways that you can go about this. Pretty much the first one is through an email, obviously just blasting an email off to your email list. And this would go back to the step before this where you collect their emails and put them into an email list. So that'll be one way. Another way is through carousel posts. And carousel posts are really great because they're only shown really to your audience. Sometimes they can be shown on the explore page and reach a new audience. This is really meant to nurture your audience and help you sell your own offer to them. The third way is through Instagram stories, where you essentially post a story that calls out your target audience, and whoever's interested from that story will opt in and message you. An example of this could be something along the lines of like, I'm helping X amount of people get X result in Y amount of days. Finally, the last way is through sales posts. Again, this is where you pretty much talk about your results, some sort of case studies, transformation posts, etc., whatever it is, just showing the results that you get from your product or service that your target audience can see and find value in, and if they're interested, they'll reach out to you from that. And all 4 of these will redirect to one thing, which is your booking / checkout page. So guys, if each piece of content is created to get people to check out your offer, creating 4 pieces of content is pretty dumb and it's actually a waste of time. Just create 1 piece of content and repurpose it for each content format. So for example, just say you start with an email and this is the first piece of content that you spent some time creating, right? From the email, you're gonna repurpose that into a carousel post. From the carousel post, you're gonna repurpose that into a sales post. From the sales post, you're gonna repurpose that into an Instagram story, right? And all this is gonna redirect back to the booking / checkout page. So for example, this is an email that we wrote right here. And then right here, repurposed it into a carousel post. And then right here, I repurposed that same post into a sales post. And then right here, I repurposed it into an Instagram story. And all this redirects back to my offer, which is Wow Creator. Now moving on, once everything is built, there are only 3 things you need to do to make 20K a month without working more than 2 hours per day. 1, create content to get people into your automated funnel. 2, create 1 email per week and repurpose it. And 3, follow up with interested leads. Now moving on, phase 5. Now I know you guys did not expect this, and phase 5 is actually fast tracking. This is the exact system that myself and our clients use. You can go by yourself, adopt the system and see success. However, it will take you time to see results, right? Like I said, content is a long game. Like you're not gonna see results overnight. That's just not realistic and it's not gonna happen, right? You're gonna go through the same failures, mistakes, and doubts all beginning creators go through when they start out solo, right? But you don't have to. Instead, you can work with my team and I where we will help you make 20 to 40K a month from your personal brand in the next 90 days. We will build your social media brand with you. We will write your hooks and bodies with you. We will create your custom growth plan with you. And we will tell you what to sell and how to sell it. And we will give you continued frameworks and coaching to keep scaling your business. We give and teach everything you need to build your personal brand to make your first 5 to 20K per month and scale past $100,000 per month with our proven systems. And if you want our help and expertise to grow your personal brand to 20K a month without working more than 2 hours per day, just book a call with the link in the description. That's pretty much it for today's video, guys. I hope you guys found some sort of value in this. If you did, make sure to drop a like and subscribe for more content like this. And again, if you're interested in working with me and my team, just press the link below and sign up.